Learn 200 words starting with the letter A to Z. 3 easy steps to master it. Course overview. This course is meant for students planning to appear for the TOEFL, IELTS, SAT, GRE exams, or anyone who wishes to improve their English vocabulary in the next 3 months. Why is learning vocabulary important? This course will deal with words from the letter A to Z. Each lesson will cover 20 words. So from lesson 1 to 10 in the letter A, you will build 200 words to your vocabulary pyramid. You will gain 5,200 words at the end of this course. You will be able to build your strength in recognizing and reading words. You may also recognize various weaknesses in pronunciation of the word or in its particular usage or expression. Vocabulary is very important in English language to express your ideas and your views. So you need to know words to build sentences and to be an effective speaker or writer. What is involved in knowing a word? There are 4 aspects to knowing a word. One is the aspect, one is the component, third is receptive knowledge, fourth is productive knowledge. Let's see how this affects a word. First is the form, spoken. What does the word sound like? How is the word pronounced? Written. What does the word look like? How is the word written and spelled? Word parts. What parts are recognizable in this word? What word parts are needed to express the meaning? Meaning. Form and meaning. What meaning does the word form signal? What word form can be used to express this meaning? The use. Grammatical functions. In what patterns does the word occur? In what patterns must people use this word? So when we start with the words, we will look at the way it is spoken, which means pronunciation, the way it is written, the spelling, and the word part, whether it is a noun, a verb, an adjective, and how do we put it into a sentence. Are you ready to come with me on this journey with the letter A? Let's begin. But before that, let me tell you a little about myself. My name is Salma Khadar. I have done my BS Communications from Bangalore University. I have taught spoken English and business communications. And do you know what I love to do most? To travel, to read books. And yes, I grow my own food. I grow my own food in my balcony in my apartment block. So the next time you're wanting some juicy tomatoes or some hot chilies, you could kind of send me your comments, suggestions and feedback, but more on the lessons. You can write to me on the link that is indicated here. So let's go on. Lesson 1. 20 words. 3 easy steps to learn it. First one, read. You will know how to spell the word by reading the word. Define the definition, the meaning of the word. And thirdly, we will put it to use in a sentence. Let's go. Aberration. Aberration is a noun, a temporary change from the typical or usual way of behaving is its meaning. When we put it in a sentence, it will read, I'm sorry, I'm late. I had a mental aberration and forgot we had a meeting today. Adage. is a noun. It's a wise saying. When we put it in a sentence, it will read, he remembered the old adage, look before you leap. Adroit. Can you say it after me? Adroit is an adjective which means very skillful and quick in the way you think or move. So when we make a sentence, it will read, she became adroit at dealing with difficult questions. Next, adduce is a verb to give reasons why you think something is true. Now let's put it into a sentence. None of the evidence adduced in court was conclusive. Addle. Repeat after me. Addle is a verb to make someone feel confused and unable to think clearly. When we put it in a sentence, it will read, I think my brain's been addled by the heat. Next, admonish. Repeat after me. Admonish is a verb to tell someone that they have done something wrong. His mother admonished him for eating too quickly. Has anybody admonished you for eating too quickly? Let me leave you guessing. Next. Adulate. Repeat after me. Adulate is a verb to admire or praise someone very much, especially when this is more than is deserved. To put it into a sentence, the boxer was convicted of murder and yet is adulated by many. Next, adventitious. Repeat after me. Adventitious is an adjective, not expected or planned. When we put it into a sentence, it will read, the weird-looking plant is adventitious and not native to this country. Affable. Repeat after me. Affable is an adjective, friendly and easy to talk to. When you put it into a sentence, it will read, he struck me as an affable sort of man. A question to you. Are you an affable sort of a person? Next, aestivation. Repeat after me. Aestivation is a noun. Prolonged torpor or dormancy of an insect, fish or amphibian during a hot or dry period. So when we put it into a sentence, it will read, the period of aestivation is around 8 months, though some experts claim that they can remain underground for more than 5 years. Affectation. Repeat after me. Affectation is a noun. Behavior, speech or writing that is pretentious and designed to impress. In a sentence it will read, the affectation of a man who measures every word for effect. Next, afflatus. Afflatus is a noun. A divine creative impulse or inspiration. So put it into a sentence, it will be, St. Paul himself knew when he was speaking by the Spirit, and when he was not, and we too can recognize to some extent when the afflatus comes upon him. Aforethought. Aforethought is a noun. Previously in mind. Men without aiming mainly to become of more worth and with kindness, aforethought go about doing good. Next, aftermath. Repeat after me. Aftermath, noun. The results of an unpleasant event. Now in a sentence it will read, if she concentrated on the here and now and dealt with the aftermath later, she might survive this experience. Afflict. Repeat after me. Afflict is a verb which means cause pain or suffering. When you put it into a sentence, it will read, their motive is authoritarianism an unfortunate disease which sadly afflicts most politicians. Next, affront, noun, which means an insult. So when we put it into a sentence, it will read, by not bowing to the Queen, you have shown an affront to the entire royal family. Affranchise, verb, release from servitude. In a sentence, every slave should be affranchised. Aggrandize is a verb. Increase the power or status. He hoped to aggrandize himself by dying a hero's death. Now, in the next lesson, I will tell you what a synonym, antonym and analogy means. To put it very briefly, a synonym is a word or phrase that means exactly or nearly the same as another word or phrase. An antonym means a word opposite in meaning to another. Analogy means a comparison between one thing and another, typically for the purpose of explanation or clarification. So in the next lesson, for the words that we've studied above, I will give you an example of a synonym, an antonym, and analogy for each one of those. Thank you for watching. Join me again for lesson 2 as we discover more words in the letter A and learn their meaning. Before I sign off, I want to leave you with the mystery word challenge number 1, the answer of which will appear at the start of lesson 2. So, let's get on with it. Your mystery word challenge for this lesson will be, I will give you 4 hints. I can go up and down. I can be hot or cold. I vary throughout the day. I help you decide what clothes to wear. What am I? So there are 4 clues that are given on top. I can go up and down. I can be hot or cold. I vary throughout the day. I help you decide what clothes to wear. What am I? You will find the answer in the beginning of the next lesson. So till then, take care and join me again for lesson 2 to continue to build words starting with the letter A. Bye for now.